defend better than what they've done. You know, for us, 3 very avoidable goals. The less said about Rob Holding's mistake, the better. The first 2 goals definitely preventable. Every goal could have been preventable today. I'm not too sure Mikel Arteta or Xavi will be happy about either side's level of defending. That being said, for me, I think there's a lot of positives. I think Trossard had a good game. I think despite the fact Saka basically missed from 5 yards and missed a penalty, he looked fairly lively. I think Timber looked good as a left-sided, as a left back. I think Jesus came out unscathed. I think Trossard did his thing. I think Smith Rowe looked good. There's a couple of other players that I haven't mentioned. Partey did what he needs to do. Hopefully there's no injuries. One love for the super chat, my guy, as well. Crazy. All jokes aside, we've got to get Holding away from the squad. It's not his fault. But you know, I love Arteta, but it's the thing now with Holding. Anything you do, that's Arteta's fault. Like, because we know you're not levels. It's the same way, like, I like the way Arteta has big up Fabio for his goal as well. I like the way that Arteta has built the squad. But if you're in a reality like last season where Saliba's injury will kill a lot of teams, but we're relying on Rob Holding, you've set up for failure, because every player in that squad has to be prepared to play 1 game or every 38 games, really. Lovely to see we did, man. I can believe Fabio did that. And he scored a couple screamers like that. Saka could have had a hat-trick, but yeah, man. It is what it is. And we did come from behind. You know, obviously on another day, distribution's got to be better, got to be a lot cleaner. How have I got so much energy? Because I'm watching the team I love. It is 6 a.m. in the United Kingdom. They can't stop me. Mr. Work Rate, mate. Mr. Hey. And again, big thank you to everyone who's been tuned in. This is ridiculous. Obviously, straight after this video, I'm going to try and do a little reaction, get that video out, get a couple hours sleep, and then we're back to the grime. It was scrappy in many regards, man. There was a lot of, you know, the refs bugging out. We missed a penalty as well. Our defense is actually a joke. It's not as patterned with Saliba, Timber, Gabriel as people think. We concede so many effing goals. How do we rate our defense so highly? I don't know, but great goal from Vieira. We made it in the end. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, man. And if you're just waking up in the United Kingdom, you're not bugging. We have won this 8-goal thriller, 5-3. Honest to God, I can't even keep up with who actually scored for Arsenal. Let's try and remember. Trossard got 2. Saka got 1. Fabio Vieira scored. And Havertz scored, right? Yeah, Havertz scored. You know, we need to do a lot better. We need to defend a lot better as well. Conceded some dumb goals, really. I think it's highlighted a lot of things, but it keep it moving really well. So we got to say we made it to the end. To be fair, today flew by. You know, shout out to me. 2 cups of coffee would do the business, you know. And it's almost like I wasn't late for the stream, you know. I woke up a bit late. Can't even lie to you. Hey, and big up to my fans abroad, but, you know, I am happy that the American tour is done. You know, the one game that was kind of kind to us in terms of timing against Man United, I didn't do a watch along for it. You know, Smith Rowe looked good. Get your apologies set. Big up, Tierney. Well done, Deluded. You pulled an all-nighter. Respect from India. Shout out the Indians. Just woke up for breakfast. Can't be a better start to the day. Hopefully by the time I appreciate you, Jay. Hopefully by the time I wake up from about a 2 hours nap, the highlights are available on YouTube so we can tactically review the game. I'm very worried, DG. We are still conceding bozo goals. The defense has been solid but penetrative since last season. I agree with that 100%. But at the same time, you're not just going to train for a couple of weeks in pre-season and things are going to get done. Is there pens after the game? 3 mistakes, 3 goals. Is there penalties? Because if there is, I probably should have watched that. I clicked off the stream. You know what? We'll review that. If there is pens, do your thing. Is there actually pens? Holden needs to go. I'm sorry, Besiktas. Holden can go Besiktas for a meal. I don't want to keep getting on to Holden. You're just, unfortunately, you're just not levels. It's the harsh reality. Like, you've been here longer than your sell by date. Big up American Gooner. It's just, you're not levels. Is Rice injured? Apparently he's ill. But I guess Mikel Arteta will speak about it. Can anyone make a case to keep Holding? Voice in the dressing room hype, all of that sort of stuff. But from a footballing basis, no. You know, Holding, I'm not gonna lie, I was, even though you was a lot better than certain players, I was done when you scored at City, when you scored against City and you winked that. You're not serious, man. Saka should have had a first half hat trick. Not seeing the cohesion yet with the new lads. Bit harsh. I think Timber's bedded in well. I think every game I'm watching Havertz, I think he is looking a bit more settled. Who else is there in terms of new signings? Declan Rice evidently didn't play today, so he's irrelevant. Yeah, man. But preseason, not we've scored 5 goals. We've come back from behind, and we've scored X amount of goals against Barcelona, preseason or not. You know that, and we're still not vexed, but we reckon we could have done a lot better. That tells you there's a lot of positives in this game to take from it, people. There's a few positives. A Trossard, shout out to you. You know, a bit harsh you couldn't get a hat trick. There's a few positives to take. There's evidently a lot of quote unquote negatives or areas for improvement. Defensively, we've got to improve a tenfold. You know, every one of the 3 goals we conceded was avoidable. You know, Holdings lost the ball, but fair enough, it's not good enough. You know, Odegaard lost the ball for the first goal on the transition, but again, we're not following runners. You know, Ramsdale's parried the first shot. Why is the defender not first to react to the scene? Obviously, Odegaard has turned his back more or less for the free kick. Is deflected off Ramsdale. There's a lot of things we could do better. You know, the 2 goals we conceded against Man United, the 3 goals we've conceded here. So the 5 goals on tour could all be avoidable, really and truly. We need to improve a tenfold defensively. Off the back of the last season, we need to improve from set pieces, in transitions, you know, individual mistakes. And again, you're going to lose the ball. You know, a mistake isn't actually losing the ball. It's our reaction to it, really. So there's a lot we could do better. There's a lot of positives to take. As I said, I think Smith Rowe had a good little cameo. Nice to see Fabio Vieira got on the score sheet. I think Timber did very well at left back. Trossard had a good game. I think Jesus and Partey were good as well. I don't know if I said it, but I think Smith Rowe's little cameo deserved the goal, really and truly. I think he looked good. And we're hoping that my man can just stay fit, essentially. So yeah, there are some positives, really and truly. I think the ref did whatever he could in the first half, at least, to make the game all about him. I think in the second half, our distribution, our play was a lot more calculated. I did think when we conceded, it was a scrappy game, as someone said. I think we was probably respecting Barcelona a bit too much. Other than that, was doing what we needed to do. You know, Saka's goal was a bit fortunate because, as I said, you know, a theme has been poor defending. You know, was it Christensen? He done poor there. Saka had a good game, still, you know, more or less chipped in the build-up play to a couple of our goals, scored. That being said, should have scored his penalty or struck it a lot cleaner, and probably should have scored from about 5 yards. So evidently there's a lot to work on. But it's just about getting that much better. Every game, can we see improvements? HAVERTZ, you know, nice to see he scored as well. Nice to see Odegaard got an assist there. You know, do we look better from the MLS game against MLS All-Stars in the Nuremberg game? Yes, we look like we're ticking over. The United game, not really any positives apart from the second half of sorts. Not really. Today, there's stuff, but there's many things we need to improve. The only bad things I would say is would have liked to have seen Rice. Not sure why he's not involved, really. You actually want to see Zinchenko and Reece Nelson fit, especially Zinchenko, because he's central to our build-up play. But other than that, we did what we needed to do, really. It's a nice way to end the American leg of our tour. Now it's time to focus for Monaco. And then after that, we've got one more game until the curtain raiser against Man City, essentially. So it is what it is. 3 p.m. in Melbourne, Australia. Great way to end my working day. Good job from the boys. In summary, Kai looks like he's going to be hard work. If he does, he'll be okay. Fabio doesn't offer anything on the press, but can belt them in. Holding, feints, and by. Timber is a controlled bully. He's like a pit bull, man. Mate, got to feel sorry for Holding. I don't. Man's at Arsenal, blood. But he shouldn't be there. Their mentality was much better in this game compared to the United game. I hear that. For sure, Arteta, Holding will bring Arteta down. The inverted fullback thing is good, but Tierney is our strongest defensive fullback for sure. Between him and Tomiyasu, Holding can hold under 23s. Holding can be a talker, but no. I don't know where you got that Vieira's getting a 300k a week deal or whatever. Standout players, Trossard, Timber, Saka. Fair enough. I think Partey was good. I think Jesus was good. Still itching for Rice Partey partnership. Hopefully we can see it next time. Big up, but Holding came on and we concede he needs to go, and is there pens? I'm not sure for the pens. Case for Holding, sack, win the dog and let him meet and greet. Has Saka missed his last 2 penalties? Probably. What a game that was, but we got the job done. Big up yourself, Terrell. Appreciate that. I like the aggression, but they're gelling more and more. We need to beat City in the next game. Monaco first. We're an improved defensive side, as I say. We're not necessarily a good one. Appreciate that, my guy. I don't know if I am a real G, but I've got real supporters like yourselves. One love. 7 minutes past 6 a.m. Hope the guys in Turkey were asleep for that Holding howler. Smith Rowe was very good in the middle and was not shy from collecting the ball, something I wish Sambi would not be afraid of doing. My challenge to the team is stop conceding goals. I mean, we're always going to concede goals, but the quality of goals. It's reported Rice has a tight calf. So, yeah, man, hopefully that's all looking all right. Hopefully our players that were on the receiving end of a couple of mad challenges. So, in conclusion, you know, I want us to more focus on the 3 goals. I think they were all avoidable. You know, I'm not going to focus on the holding one. It is what it is. But, you know, fair enough, Holdings lost the ball. Could we have done better on the transition? I have to watch the game again, but did we, for argument's sake, have to give away the free kick? Does Odegaard have to turn his back? Odegaard, for the first goal, has lost the ball, and he could do a lot better. But in all other defensive aspects, what has gone on there? So, again, we're going to live or die by our standard of defending. We can score goals. We all know our mentality at this team's improved and stuff, but ultimately, we need to stop making things hard work for ourselves. And ultimately, we need to start looking a bit more polished as a team, because if you do this in different circumstances, it's long. I don't think Arteta or Xavi will be happy about how either team's defended, but the fans will. Havertz did his thing, man. Did his thing. Get some Z. Soon land, man. We need to sell Nketiah, start Trossard and Jesus more. If we sell Nketiah and Balogun, we need to buy Osimhen or someone else. I can't see us that, man. I can't see us doing that. Havertz looked a bit better in our half as well in terms of build-up play, if I'm honest with you. You know, as Arteta said, tranquilo. I'm never going to stop saying that word. I think I'm going to be banging out that word. When I learn Spanish, it's peak. But yeah, people, on that note, I appreciate you lot. Again, when footage comes out, I'll do a tactical vid. Check out the rest of the videos. I'm off to, you know, I'm actually going to cut up this live stream as well from the bit where we've reacted. And I'm going to offer a little short reaction now. But yeah, it's time for me to clock off. The time's flown by. That's because you lot have been amazing across Twitch and YouTube. Appreciative to you lot. That ends our American tour. 2 wins and a loss. It is what it is. Shout out to Kai Havertz, Trossard, Saka, Fabio Vieira, and anyone else I missed out. Balogun was never going to play. He's been training alone and has a tight groin. So there's injury concerns about Rice. Balogun, Zinchenko's played no part at this moment in time. We hope he gets over that. It is what it is in that regard. You lot stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out. In honor of Fabio Vieira, though, we need to see another banger.
Against this right back, Charlie.
There's always that active red line defenders. I think it's like. There's always that active red line defenders. I think it's like. There's always that active red line defenders. I think it's like.